welcome to the Friday stream. Thank you all for joining. Any minute now, Southern Dingo will also join us. Many familiar names in the chat and new names too. Let me know if the sound is okay. Welcome Rob Streak, welcome T. Valen, Pat Marvin, 1776 Blues, London Good, Moon Hayes, welcome Objective Realist, Pete Art, Mary at Sea Level, No Future 68, Will Adams, Mephistopheles Lux, Bergluft Nationalism, MPX, Travis Lemongello, Since 9, and Ludova. Welcome EO. You won't be disappointed from this stream. Welcome Blitz 777.
Poseidon. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hey.
Sorry. I'm a boomer.
That's all right.
My mic was muted.
No worries. Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Okay, cool. Well, how are things?
Oh, I don't know. I fucked up. I sent you the wrong Hangout link at the first time.
That's okay.
I'm confused tonight. Many things happen.
I was like, I can't believe this nigga.
You were in a Hangout all alone, and I was in another Hangout all alone.
I love it. Yeah, I was like, surely he'll be here in just a minute. It would be rude to ask him. And after a couple minutes, I was like, okay, I'm asking him. Thank God I did.
Yes, thank God he did. And I was wondering where you were. So,
oh, that's great stuff.
First of all, let's ask the chat if the sound is okay. Can they hear me? Can they hear you? And I also have music playing in the background, a very low level. So let me know if the sound is okay, or if you want me, just close the music. Okay, Objective Realist, the okay sign. Travis Lemongello, Fat Marvin, and Mr. Harry 2, Moon Haze, E. Valen, great sound on both ends, music level. Okay, so we can proceed with settings. So, tell me, my friend, how was your day today?
It was hot. It just ended. I just got home a couple of minutes ago, and I am worn out. But I saw less diversity today than normal, so it was a good day. How was your day?
My day was crap. It started with going to the dentist. I had 3 injections in my mouth. And then when I returned home, I realized that I just got a strike. A video was deleted from my main channel, and they gave me a strike. Means that for 3 months I won't be able to main channel, which sucks because the main channel has 10 times more subscribers than the secondary.
Yeah, that is some that's bullcrap, man. That they gave you a strike for an old video.
And it was probably the video with the least views on my channel. And it was actually a satirical, a comedy video. But because it was something funny that happened to a couple of a specific group, and because this group also controlling the flagging system of YouTube, I ended up with getting a strike. Now I do not even dare mention the name of this group.
Yeah, well, I think we all know who you're talking about. Of course, you're talking about Terminix exterminator men, the people who spray for bugs. They're the worst.
Yes.
Or were you talking about the Colorado Rockies baseball team?
I'm actually talking about racist Nazis. They are.
Oh,
they are always behind these awful things.
I know. I could talk about them all day long. I hate racist Nazis.
They are the worst.
You know, I was thinking earlier, Poseidon, we are going to have to completely and totally stop talking on the phone, because like every time we've talked on the phone, it would have been a fantastic show. And then once we get on a show, it's like we feel like we've talked about everything already.
Yes, that's true. We talk so much on the phone that we cover all topics and now we will have to go through them again. So,
I don't know if I even could. Once I get out a good hot take on something, I completely forget it and it's gone.
but I have found some very, very interesting, triggering news for us to look into. And I am sure this news will trigger funny responses from both of us. Now, before we start, just give me 10 seconds, go get and grab a beer, because without beer I cannot stream.
All right, no problem. I will be here. I'm going to be really mean to your chat while you're gone.
Just don't mention two forbidden words.
You got it, buddy. Yeah. Old Fat Marvin, he goes, then fucking record it. Not everything needs to be streamed. Fat Marvin, I'm going to punch you right in the dick. Who in the hell do you think you are? My fucking grandmother? I don't think so. Cocksucker. I'm just kidding, dude. I like you. You're fine. Moonhaze, that guy, he's talked a little bit of shit to me every now and then. It's okay, Moonhaze, I forgive you. You can stop sending me money. Fat Marvin says, suck it, Dingo, your Aussie co-host is better than you. First of all, I don't have an Aussie co-host. I used to, and you meant to say than, not then. You dirty, dirty, low-life retard.
So,
I hope you aren't trying to keep these people around. I'm just kidding.
Since none of us is using a camera, I was wondering, is it better that our viewers see the hangout and our avatars changing, or should I leave the memes green? So let's ask the chat.
What is this, a democracy?
Yes.
You think these people should vote on anything?
You're right. You're right.
I'm just kidding.
My Marxist indoctrination kicked in. So, I don't know. Let's type 1 if you want to see memes during our talk. Type 2 if you want to see our avatars.
And as a bonus, you have to type 1 or 2, but if you want to add a number, type 3 if you think I'm a I'm sorry, I can't say that word. If you think I'm a big gay leech who's just here to suck away from Poseidon's fame. That's number 3.
And while you're typing, also check the description. There are 4 links: Dingo's main channel, Dingo's second channel, Twitter, and his Gab account. Make sure to follow him on all 4 of them. Okay. My chat is trolling me. 1, 2, 3. Welcome, George Satan Soros. I'm waiting for my paycheck. Dr. Shlomo Zekelstein-Bergovich said 14 people stabbed a bus in Germany. One of the wonderful look in later. So, Jeff, are you here? Hello, Jeff, I can't hear you. It's cannot hear Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Jeff, can you hear me? Okay, Jeff must restart his... So I will start the first news article for tonight. Jeff turns. This is a white bill. Hungary passes tax against support for mass migration. The Hungarian lawmakers have approved a 25% tax on financial or material support for groups promoting migration. According to the bill, the promotion of migration includes media campaigns, seminars, and propaganda activities presenting immigration in a positive light. Revenues from the special tax are meant to offset state expenditure resulting from increased migration. Amnesty International said the new levy is a punitive tax on organizations which think and say different from the government on migration. I think this is very positive legislation. We need this kind of taxes in all Western countries. The people who promote mass migration also pay more because of their choices. Other countries learn from. I have another new article about Trump. Trump ordered the Libyan ports made safe for oil production, while the European Union refuses to make the ports safe for the so-called refugee migrants. So Trump sent a strongly worded letter and in the letter Trump warned both Libyan officials that they could face international prosecution as a first step, to be followed by threats to force solve the oil crisis. So, create a safe passage for the oil, Trump used his power. So the US president can threaten use of force to allow the safe production and transport of oil from 4 major ports on Libya's coastline. But he lacks the power to order that these ports be made safe for humans. Now, where is the interesting part of this story? The interesting thing is that migrants leave Libya and are collected from European ships in the sea, and then they are transported to Italy because Libya isn't considered safe. A safe port is one in which a person can be safely transported after a seaborne rescue or interdiction in accordance with maritime law. So because the ports in Libya are not considered safe, the European and Italian ships, I think Dingo is back. Dingo, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm sorry about that. I just needed a.
Just needed?
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm such a boomer, dude. I was trying to look at the chat and the video started playing, so I thought you were talking to me. I just needed a good hard restart on the old computer. I think it was just bogged down.
Okay.
Please continue.
Okay. I was. Now the problem is that when I present the stories towards the browser, you cannot see them from the Hangout.
It's okay. I can look at the page.
But you can see the stream too.
Yeah, I can play it and then just put it on mute. No big deal.
Okay. Or you can listen to my lovely Greek accent reading them. So I was talking about a story. Trump sent a letter threatening Libya because the ports that transport the oil from Libya aren't safe. And Trump threatened them and find that phrase again. So Trump warned the Libyan officials that they could face international prosecution, or he could even use force to solve the problem transportation of oil. And just by threatening them, solve the problem. So in this article, there is a very interesting question. Trump can threaten Libya and automatically their ports became safe for the transportation of oil. But Trump and the European Union cannot threaten Libya and make their ports safe for humans. Because all these migrants come to Italy through Libya for just one reason. And the reason is that a safe port is one in which a person can be safely transported after a sea-borne rescue, in accordance with maritime law. And because the European Union does not consider the ports of Libya safe for humans, the European ships go, they rescue the migrants, and then instead of getting them to a Libyan port, which is just 5 minutes away, they bring them to Europe. And the excuse is that the ports in Libya are not safe. So if we started considering the ports in Libya safe, then there would be no excuse for any European Navy or NGO ship rescue people and bring them to Europe. They would bring them back to Libya.
Did Trump just single-handedly save Europe?
No. Trump threatened Libya because...
No, I know. I'm saying, did he just in doing so, did he single-handedly save Europe? Because now you can take them back to Libya?
No, Trump, with just one letter, made the ports safe for transporting oil. But if he threatened Libya, or if the European Union threatened Libya and told them, make your ports safe for humans, this would save Europe crisis. So we just have to make the ports of Libya safe for humans.
We could just make the ports safe for maybe. Okay, never mind. I can't think of how to say this without getting you in trouble. Do we have to go all the way up to human is what I'm saying. There's a step below human that some life forms would fall under.
No. The reality is that actually the ports are safe. It's a lie that they say that the ports aren't safe in order to bring, when they rescue people, bring them to Europe. But the ports are safe. And why are they safe? Because the Libyan government, the regulating government in Libya, was placed there by the USA, France, NATO. They killed Gaddafi and they put in charge their own people. So the government there is a government that we, the West, chose. This is number one. And number two, Italy has trained and equipped Libya's Coast Guard. So we gave them ships and we gave them training. So why the hell don't we consider the ports safe for humans? These ports, the government is selected by us, we gave them ships, we trained their navy, but still we don't consider them safe. Just as an excuse, bring people.
Well, I don't think that they will take too long. I think that if Trump tells them to do something, they'll do it, because I'm sure they remember what happened to the last guy who got in America's way. Remember, he was raped to death with bayonets. So surely they'll get right on it. And I was making a joke there, but I do hate the fact that happened to Gaddafi. Gaddafi wasn't, my favorite person in the world or anything. I don't care about him, but he wasn't some monster. He got the Putin treatment and the Hitler treatment. The news made him seem like he was some kind of monster, and he was not. He was actually, for his own selfish reasons, he was actually the only thing saving Europe at the time. from a horde of foreign people. You know, and he didn't deserve to die, especially that way.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Am I cutting out? Why did I said I was cutting out?
No. I hear you. Fine.
White Ice, if you lie to me again, I will fucking kill you. You hear me? I'm just kidding.
I see new people arrive. Old friends arrive in the chat. Hi, White Ice TV. Beat 1. Hello, Adrian Redwith. And Haralambos Papis. A Greek, like me. So I agree. Gaddafi was doing a fine job in Libya for decades. And was also protecting Europe from the invasion that started happening right after Hillary Clinton executed.
Yeah, and do you remember, or maybe you didn't see the media in the U.S., but the day that they killed Gaddafi, the way the news reported it, they were like children on Christmas morning. The news media never smiles, right? They never smile. They're always complaining about something, calling somebody a name and acting like somebody is about to blow up the whole planet. But that day, Poseidon, whenever Gaddafi was raped to death with bayonets in the street like a dog, which he did not deserve, they were happy about it. These people are sick, man.
Yes. Yes, I see someone in the chat said that I am cutting out.
They're lying. These people are liars. Don't listen to them. I'm just kidding.
I shouldn't look at the chat. These are probably enemy agents.
Nah, White Ice is okay. He's been around for a long time. He used to be a subscriber of mine, and then he left. I don't know when he left exactly, but I noticed that he left. And then the next time I saw him was on somebody else's chat, and he was insulting me. I was like, what the hell happened to this guy? He used to like me.
Well, he says he's not lying. I cut out temporarily.
That's probably his crappy internet service. He has an Obama phone.
I see Shlomo also said cut out. Maybe it's my internet connection about this. Dick McBastard came. Welcome. Kaiser.
So the dick came. That's good.
And Yakis Kouras, another Greek follower. Welcome.
Hello, Yakis Scholar. Are you new to my channel? My second channel is called Poseidon Live. Adrian said, why no option to donate?
There is option to donate. Streamlabs.com/Poseidon7. The link is on the screen and it's in the description. There's no super chat, but I never had super chat. So let me know if there's something wrong with the Streamlabs link working.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine, dude.
We must test it. So everyone go and donate $5 now just to check if it's working. For a good cause.
Everybody go donate. I can't do you anymore. I used to be able to do such a good Poseidon, and it's just gone.
No, it's not gone.
It is.
My English accent improved. That's why you
Oh, please.
cannot make fun of me anymore.
Okay. I guess I can't argue with that. Sorry. But no, so yeah, about Gaddafi. I mean, did you see any of the media reports that day when he died?
Okay, I'll answer this, but I must first answer a question about donations, because donations are fueling stream. Adrian said to instead, usually there is a donate symbol at the bottom of the chat box. But now, you are probably confusing me with another channel. These are the channels that have super chats and have this symbol. I don't have super chats, and I never had super chats, and I am afraid that the very nice and kind and loving people that run and own YouTube will never allow me to have super chats. This is why I have Streamlabs. And you have to click the link in the description in order to donate through Streamlabs, but it's actually better than Super. So, Dingo, you asked me if I saw the news. Gaddafi was assassinated.
Yeah. Did you see the American news?
No.
And okay. Well, what about the European news? What did they act like?
Actually, the only thing I remember is interview of Hillary Clinton informed her that Gaddafi died during the interview. She was clapping her hands, very happy. I don't know if you've seen that clip.
Oh yeah, of course I have. Yeah, if you're a psychopathic pedophile and you know it, clap your hands, and then she claps.
Another one, the big list of Clinton.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm almost glad that they did that to that man, because for one, he was a monster, and two, Libya is so much better off now since they've taken him out of the way. He was standing in the way of progress, Poseidon, and now Libya is the shining city on the hill, right?
Fat Marvin said, Poseidon, you're starting badly.
You sound fine to me.
I sound fine to me too. But
Fat Marvin is a liar. He's been talking crap all night. I wouldn't believe him. I'm just kidding. He's probably not lying. I don't know. It might be on his end though.
I don't know. 3 people said that cutting out, but I see on the live control room of says the health is good.
Well, if you want to dip out of the hangout and come back in, well, never mind. It works different with Streamlabs. Never mind.
No, I don't think. And the Streamlabs would pop out a notification if something was wrong. I don't. Maybe fucking with me. I see Cobra Commander arrived. Hello. Third name said you just cut out there for 2 seconds. It's 777 said also them
Oh,
out.
crap, Poseidon, you really are cutting out. I just listened to it for a second, and you dipped out for like I don't know, like 3 or 4 seconds.
Okay, maybe I will close Skype because everything else is like exactly set up like in every other.
Okay, well, maybe we should just restart it. Maybe it's just a bad connection or something.
Trust this product.
I don't trust this Google product. That was pretty good. Maybe it's the fucking Hangout. I don't trust this Google product.
Let's wait. Maybe with the donation it will fix.
666 equals creation and
that's
not
what we
the
need.
Jews' myth of the devil.
Donations to us are like
Jews,
foreskins to
Freemasons
other
are laughing
people.
at
They keep
us.
us going.
So Adrian just donated $6.66. Thank you for your donation, Adrian.
Oh my goodness.
Message is 666 equals creation, not the Jews' myth of the devil. The Jews, Freemasons are laughing at us.
Is that real? Is that really real?
Message?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, I mean, like, is that true?
I don't know. I must. But many things during the last year that I thought were real proved out to be lies. Lies created by certain people that I am not allowed to name. So real too.
Okay, so if you're still cutting out, maybe we should just restart it. But I don't, I don't want to be. Okay, yeah, they're saying you're still cutting out, dude. I know restarting it has got to be a bitch with Streamlabs. That sucks.
Start Streamlabs. I will have to create a new.
Yeah. This sucks. Oh, that was good.
Other link that is.
Well, if we did have to start another stream, chat, would you guys show up? Would you jump right back on there? White Ice TV said keep Southern Dingo info and redo it. We'll be fine. I don't know if he knows you do Streamlabs though.
That is.
They said it's really bad now.
You keep talking. Give me a minute to find out what's happening.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm cutting out too, guys, but I just put it in the chat. Am I cutting out too, or is it just okay? Yeah, me too. So I guess me talking is not going to be good either. It's not a mic issue. How could one mic be fucking both of us? Okay, Cobra says I'm not. This is so weird. Some people say I am cutting out. Some people say I'm not. One guy, insert name, says I'm barely cutting out. This is very strange, dude. Very, very strange. Everyone danced like it's 1999. In 1999, my neighbor, his name was Mr. David. No, he's not a Jew. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, of course, but he bought like $7,000 worth of shit, like gas, and he bought like 3 generators, or maybe he had 3 generators, but he bought gas for him. He bought a shitload of food. He bought a bunch of ammunition and stuff because he was convinced that the world was going to end on what were we calling it back then? I can't even remember what we was calling it. I mean, the year 2000, but we called it something.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I closed the.
I don't understand this. Some people say I'm cutting out, but most people say I'm not. So this is very Y2K. That was it. Thank you guys. Thank you. No, so I don't understand, dude. It's very weird. Like some people are getting it worse than others. It's very, very strange. It's got to be the actual stream itself.
Yes, that was what I was thinking too, because I'm not cutting out for everyone, just for some. So maybe it's something with YouTube. So is the sound any better now, or am I still cutting out?
Landon said that we both sound good now. So did Lindsay.
Landon said we're good both, we're
Yeah.
both good.
Yep.
Okay. I think it's
Fat
better.
Marvin. Yeah, Fat Marvin said you seem better now, Poseidon. Talk for a while. I would love to hear you talk for a while, Poseidon. I love your accent.
You love hearing my accent because then you get the chance to make fun of it. But
Do,
I
do you
will.
think that's what I'm doing? I'm not making fun, dude. I'm honoring it. I'm trying to do it justice.
Okay, they say I'm. I found this. It was the Hangout. It was fucking with the volume of my microphone.
Oh.
I told you it's Google. It is always them. Always. When something goes wrong in the world,
It's Google.
it's
That's who we're talking about.
it's Google. They are
Yes,
behind everything evil in this world.
yes, exactly.
So
Last night, whenever I was talking to you on the phone, my headphones went dead, and so I had to talk to you on speaker, and my wife just could not get enough of hearing your accent. And whenever we hung up, she said, he would not have a problem getting a girlfriend in America. I was like, what do you mean? She goes, I love that accent. I'm like, hey, settle the fuck down.
this reminds me, someone once said in the chat I should do ASMR videos.
You should do what?
ASMR.
Oh, yeah.
Landon Good said Poseidon should narrate Mein Kampf audiobook. Yes, and because I speak German, I could actually do this in German with a Greek accent.
That would be so cool.
Imagine listening to Mein Kampf in German with a Greek accent.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about that earlier. Like Mr. Bond, right? Mr. Bond is from Austria, so naturally he has an Austrian accent. But Mr. Bond can obviously Austrian is his first language, right? But then I was listening to his video or his song or whatever you call it. Do you remember whenever Eminem was in that garage and he was doing that like freestyle type, no music style thing, talking about Donald Trump and racism? Well, Mr. Bond.
Yes, I remember.
Did you see the Mr. Bond where he voiced over Eminem?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, it was brilliant. So like what this guy did, what Mr. Bond did is he took the sound off the video, and then he did the words that Eminem was saying, and like he chose words that it looked like Eminem was saying, but they were very, very fascist in nature. And I was just thinking, like, how good does his frontal, I don't know where it's at. How good does his language part of the brain have to be to, in his second language, notice the lip movement and say, what English word could fit in there that I could use for this song? That is talent, Poseidon.
Yes, I actually haven't. I've known of Mr. Bond. I've heard his. I've seen, I think, one or two clips of him, but I think I must look more into it.
Oh, dude, Mr. Bond is the best. He is the best. I love Mr. Bond. There's only really like one person left in this whole movement that I don't think I could control myself around. Like I would just start giggling and screaming, and it's Mr. Bond. Like I've met all of my heroes, and then I felt normal, like right when I met them. But Mr. Bond, I would not be able to keep it together. I would probably just start singing one of his songs back to him or something. I don't know.
I've seen him a couple of times in my chat room during streams.
Yeah, he used to be in mine too, but then when I got on TRS, he quit. He does not like TRS at all. I'll tell you that.
Yes, I haven't seen him for quite a time.
Come
So,
back to me, Mr. Bond.
so the problem earlier with the microphone was that because I usually during my streams I don't use Hangouts because I stream alone and the sound is perfect. But now that today that I use Hangouts, the Hangouts they take over the microphone volume and they play with it, and they are trying to equalize the volume, and it goes up and down, and there's
Is the
no
music making it messing it up?
no no. This is a feature of the Hangouts. Remember yesterday when we were talking about, you were telling me that it used to have an option to adjust the volume.
Yeah.
So after they dropped this option, now it does the volume leveling automatically. It takes over.
Well, maybe the music is messing it up. Try cutting the music off and let's see if it still works.
I've stopped the music.
Oh, you already did? I'm
Yes,
stupid. Okay, never mind then.
like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, well, I had it on mute. I couldn't tell.
Yes. So now again now I I try to increase the microphone level, and when I speak, Hangouts drops it.
Are you using a 35 millimeter or a USB?
Microphone, you mean?
Yeah.
USB.
Oh, okay.
And every time I see the microphone level, every time I talk, it goes down. And this is what is causing the cuts.
I can hear you just fine. I don't understand why they can't. Oh God, the Mexicans across the street are fucking at it again. They have a little kid that's like 7, and every time, I'm assuming when he doesn't get his way, he literally runs around the yard screaming at the top of his lungs, and then the dad will have to literally chase him around the yard and pick him up, and he runs into the house. I'm assuming to beat him mercilessly, and then you don't hear from the kid the rest of the night. It's like a routine every night between 6 and 9. Good, good. Now let's start talking about some topics. Does the sat I can't do your ch. It's like a tch. Does that sats hear me better? That was good. Tch. It is stupid. I'm sorry. I know. I know. It's great. It's great. It was supposed to be in the beginning to keep out the unwanted, but instead of carrying on that purpose, we've decided to teach it to everybody.
Okay, now they say I'm muted.
Oh God.
I don't know.
I think the best bet is just going
The
to
Freemason
just restart
Muslims
this damn
invented
thing.
the myth that Muslim women have to
Let's
wear
ask the
scarves
chat.
just
Should we
a
restart this thing or try to
few
work on it
years
some more?
ago.
Press
The
1 for restart,
Freemason
2 for work on
Christians
it more,
rewrote the
like white
Bible
men
with
do.
their KJV New Testament.
Oh, I
The
just biased the chat
Freemason
on that one.
Muslims
Sorry.
rewrote the Quran with their hadiths.
Okay, not now. Now it's good. Well, of course it's good now because we have a donation. Every time we have a donation, the sound improves.
You heard it here, guys.
So thank you, Adrian. Adrian donated again $9.11. His message is the Freemason Muslims invented the myth that Muslim women have to wear scarves just a few years ago. The Freemason Christians rewrote the Bible with their KGB New Testament. Oh crap, the message disappeared. Give me 1 second to find it. Okay. So he said the Freemason Christians rewrote the Bible with their KGB New Testament. The Freemason Muslims rewrote the Quran with their hadiths. So this is the message from Adrian. Thank you, Adrian, for your donation. Now, I am sure these donations will help the sound
Yes.
to improve.
Is Adrian a boy or a man or a woman? Yeah, because it could be either name. So I can't tell by the picture.
He's a man.
Okay. I did not mean to.
Yes, and he's a subscriber on both of my channels. He's watching usually all my streams, and one of my most generous donors.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean any offense by that, Adrian. But I was just wondering because it could be either one. Just like look at Rocky.
Dingo
He
loves
was
Mr.
shouting
Bond
Adrian,
so
and
much.
he was not shouting at
He
you.
dances with
shouting at a
milk
woman.
popsicles in the gay yard.
Adrian, I'm a stupid stereotype, Adrian. Italians are gonna have to live this down for generations. An asshole. I hate that guy. No, I don't hate him. I like him, but I hate that movie. No, I actually like the movie. I hate the crap I've had to put up with from that movie.
We had another donation. Blitz777 just donated $5. Thank you, Blitz. His message goes to you, Dingo. He says Dingo loves Mr. Bond so much he dances with milk popsicles in the gay yard.
The gay yard? My yard's not gay. I have a literal swastika in my yard. I cut it in there with the lawnmower. I have a picture. If you don't believe me, I can prove it.
Okay, this message was funny.
Somebody boot Landon. Landon is a liar, and Landon is here to subvert. Stallone is not a goo. No, he's not. He's an Italian.
He doesn't look like a
Goo?
Yeah, I will never say this word again on my streams.
Well, goo is okay. Goo. Goo.
So should we? I think now with the donations, the sound has improved, and maybe we could look into some interesting news. Well, I have prepared dozens of articles, but I'm sure we cannot look at all of them. There are too many. So maybe I will select the most interesting.
Oh God.
So let
Okay, Sylvester Stallone is a quarter goo. His mother is apparently half goo.
really.
Yeah, that's really, really. You know what? My day's just been ruined.
Now you won't be able to watch any movie from him again.
That's not true. I still get an Italian flood of pride whenever I watch him beat up those nice colored gentlemen.
Okay, I think I've managed to stabilize the volume of my microphone.
Oh God, I don't want to talk about the sound anymore. It's getting over.
Okay, I have an interesting story. So let me show this to the chat. It's from a German news site, a German newspaper, Die Krone Zeitung. I have translated it with Google Auto Translate. So this is actually funny. A burger robber with a pistol storms a bank in Vienna. Masked with a burqa and sunglasses on Friday in the morning, an unknown man tried to raid a bank in Vienna, in Austria. However, an employee began to scream. The suspect became nervous and escaped without loot. So imagine this, a man wearing a woman's burqa and using it to try and rob a bank. This is what Europe is today. How is it in the States? Do you have people wearing burqas there too?
Oh yeah, man. You can hardly go to an airport without seeing them everywhere. But see, like the thing is here where I live in Louisiana. For anybody that doesn't know, I don't see a lot of burqas. But and having said that, the only other state I really go to semi often is Texas, and there's not a lot there either. Probably less than here. But whenever you get ostensibly outside of those two states, I'm assuming there's a lot. Because every single time I go to an airport, they are everywhere, and it's really really off-putting. And like one time, whenever I was flying home from Charlottesville, I was at Dulles International Airport. It was my first time to ever go to an international airport, and there were absolutely zero. I mean zero, absolutely zero white people that I dealt with in that entire airport. No TSA, no front desk people, no flight attendant. But of course, the pilots were white, but nothing else. I mean, there were Africans, like I mean, like charcoal black African people. There were African Muslims. There were Middle Eastern Muslims. There were like southern Southern Asian looking people. Southeast Asian, I guess, like Thailand, like that kind of like wherever the hell that's Southeast, isn't it? Yeah. So it was hardly any, there was no white people. I dealt with zero. And of course I got held up. I tried to register, not register. I tried to declare my pistol, which is standard procedure. Okay. This is not a weird thing. All you do is you have it taken apart. Well, not even taken apart. You just have the magazine out of it. You have a lock put through the action. All right. And then you have it shut in a case and you have the case locked. You walk up to the thing and you say, "Hey, I'd like to declare a firearm. It is in my luggage. and you hand it to them, and then they deal with it. They check it, make sure it's not loaded and all that, and then you check the bag. You can't take it on the plane, obviously. They put it under the cargo thing. But as soon as I said, "Hey, I'd like to declare a firearm," she looked at me and took 3 steps back as if I was going to attack her. I was insulted. I was like, "What? No. You are the one who does this, not me. No, I'm the one who needs to act scared, not you. What the hell?" And they held me up so long, I missed my damn flight, Poseidon, all because I was trying to declare my firearm.
And you missed your flight? Wow.
Yeah, I missed it. I had to sit there and wait for another 4 hours.
Wow.
You know, whenever I started complaining about it, one of the charcoal black Africans who was like the helper, I guess, like the customer assistance guy up front, he was like, "Excuse me, sir, if you wanted to get on the plane on time and you wanted to declare a firearm, you should have gotten here about 4 hours early." And I was like, "What? 4 hours?" I was just thinking, like, that's how incompetent you people are. Like, I'm so glad that we let you guys run our international airports for us. Thank God. I'm getting mad right now, Poseidon. We need to change the subject. I'm getting pissed off.
Yes. Don't get pissed off. Let's change the subject. Let's go to something more happy. Well, I don't have any. Okay, I found happy news. This will make your day. So, a 10-year-old Somali girl dies after female genital mutilation. Here is the okay, you cannot see it, but it's a picture of an instrument that they used. So this happened in Johannesburg. A 10-year-old girl has bled to death after undergoing female genital mutilation in Somalia. The girl died in a hospital on Monday, 2 days after her mother took her to a traditional circumciser in a remote village.
Oh, those dead eyes. I can see it.
Oh, you see it. So, the circumciser is suspected to cut an important vein in the course of the operation. So, it's not a slaughtering, it's an operation. About 98% of women and girls in the Horn of Africa nation undergo female genital mutilation according to the United Nations.
What percent?
98%.
Oh, my word.
All of them. And while Somalia's constitution prohibits the practice, no laws have been enacted to ensure that those who perform the circumcisions are punished, because the lawmakers are afraid of losing their political clout among the all-powerful conservative, traditional and religious groups.
Well, that's right there. It's a human right to cut your daughter's sclerosis off. I don't understand what it is. It's like a process, but we have to sacrifice the volcano demon.
Okay, now you are cutting out. Can you hear me?
Oh. Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
For a few moments you were cutting out.
Oh, well, I'm very sorry. I will write a letter to Google right now.
I think Google is playing with my stream. Okay, Blitz is
Your case manager.
Yes, my case manager at the YouTube headquarters is probably messing with my stream. This hasn't happened before. Fuck.
That's what they all say. Am I right, ladies?
Okay, the microphone level is okay. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know. It's probably the Hangout. Well, okay,
Uh-oh.
okay, I have an idea.
Yeah.
If we close the Hangout and speak through Skype, maybe it's better.
Let's try that. Let's go with that angle. I didn't know that was an option, but yeah, we can try that.
I think it will work, and because I suspect, because the only thing that I'm running now that I'm not usually using during my streams is Hangout. So I suspect Hangout is creating all these problems. So give me a moment, I open Skype. I will call you on Skype and I will close the fucking Hangout.
The Jews ruined airplane travel with their bomb in a shoe hoax. Israel has since made billions in profit from their contract with your government.
Adrian just donated $33. Adrian just donated $33. His message is the Jews ruined airplane travel with their bomb in a shoe hoax. Israel has since made billions in profit from their contracts with your government in triple parentheses. Thank you for your message, Adrian, and thank you for your donation. I will try to call Dingo on Skype. Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Okay, I can hear you.
All right.
Now,
how about the chat?
Now, the question is if the chat can hear you and can hear me too. So, chat.
Gosh.
Please let me know. Can you hear both of us now? And is the sound better?
These audio problems have killed the stream. We're down to 25 people. Damn you, Google.
Yes.
Is Miss Erie says, is being too white a disability yet? It's a superpower, woman. Which is why Poseidon and I can both fly and have laser vision, because we as you know, we come from the whitest of the whites in the race. Right?
Yeah. All white people are white at the same amount. I don't distinguish between white people.
Exactly. Total egalitarianism for me and Poseidon.
So, Tony Arcieri said, Google knows how to screw up guys and their streams. Exactly. They are messing with my stream. And even though I closed Hangouts, they are still messing. Now they're messing with my volume through Skype.
They just sent a robotic bird to shit on my windshield because that just happened.
I bet they own Skype too. I'm sure they do. Okay.
Oh, did you hear the news about Christopher Cantwell today?
No. What happened?
He actually pled guilty to I think simple battery, and they let him off with time served. So while he did plead guilty, which I don't like a lot, but whatever, he doesn't have to go back to jail. He's a free man.
That's good news. So no parole. So he's free.
I don't know. I don't know about the parole, but he's definitely free. No more house arrest. He's good to go from what I understand. He's just going to have that assault charge on him, which, at the end of the day, Poseidon, after everything he's been through, yeah, if you want to plead to something for time served, something that's not a felony, I think it was a good move.
And I think if I remember correctly, this assault charge was because they say he used a pepper spray.
Correct. Tony says that it's good, but if you're not guilty, I would never admit being guilty. Tony, you should never say never, because Cantwell did, right at 4 months in jail, most of which he was in solitary. All right. And then after that, for the last, been another 5 or 6 months, he's been on house arrest with an ankle monitor on. You have no idea what you would do after all that time. You'd probably, you and I both would probably lose our friggin' minds. If that were me, like, I can already tell you right now, having not even gone through it, that yeah, I would take that deal in a friggin' heartbeat, dude.
Yes, the important thing is that he's free now. Because
That's right.
If he didn't take the deal, I suppose he would go to court, and if they convicted him, then he would go to jail.
That's exactly correct. I mean, you never know what's going to happen with a trial. That's the problem. And especially, he was going to be on trial in Charlottesville because they would not grant him, what is supposed to be his right to a trial in a different place because of a biased jury pool. But the entire town of Charlottesville is filled with college people and cat moms and just liberal, crazy people who have been hearing nothing on the news except for about how all these quote unquote Nazis ruin their town. So all of these people would hate him anyways. I don't think he would have had a very good chance at a trial. I never said that publicly because I didn't want to screw morale up, but I never said I thought he would win because I didn't think he would. That's the thing about a jury, man. Like they don't have to, they don't have, it's all on them. They can screw you over and it's friggin' final. It is final. So I'm glad he took the deal.
Yes, this was the smart move. So
Yes.
I have some interesting stories I want to share with you and our viewers. Do you want sad stories or funny stories?
Okay, how about let's go with first a funny story.
Okay.
And then I want to tell you after that one a funny / angering story.
Okay. So this is a funny story. This is a French news site. It is translated in English because the original language is French, and they say the racist message of Lycra Paris against Croatian players. Lycra's Paris office attacked the Croatian team, which they consider colorless. The Lycra is an organization supposed to fight against racism. And they posted a message on Facebook praising the multicolored aspect of the French team and attacking Croatia because they were without color. Now, isn't this a funny story?
Yes. Well, are you surprised?
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I'm surprised that they accepted the Croatian team to play in the World Cup, because such a colorless team, such an obviously racist team, shouldn't even be accepted.
I know, it makes me sick. What are they thinking? Just showing up with a bunch of Croatians.
This was clearly a provocative message of Croatia, trying to promote racism and, let's admit it, Nazism too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what did they do? Just start marching with their hands at a 45-degree angle on the field? That's probably why they lost, because they refused to run. They would only goose step.
Exactly. This was clearly a racist propaganda by the Nazi government of Croatia, and I am surprised that only one organization had the guts to point this out.
I know, but they are heroes. Yes, Queen.
You mean the organization is a hero?
Yes.
Yes.
They're trying to tell the truth to the people because the media don't want you to know the truth about white racism.
Yes, and and usually when I see stories like this, I start Googling into who is behind these stories. So
Google.
It would be interesting to Google who are the representatives of this organization. And usually there's a big coincidence when you look into which people are running these organizations. You always, if you start digging, just by coincidence, you always come to the same point of origin. Are you there?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I just, I didn't know if we could talk about those people or not.
We can only say those people. We cannot specify who they are.
Okay.
It's against the YouTube rules to specify.
Yeah, well, Adrian just advised me to wait to have children because the odds are that the people that work for Google will brainwash my wife to have them injected with people who work at Google type poison, just like they did to brainwash my wife. No, are you talking about like vaccines? Because I don't think Poseidon or I want to touch vaccines with a 10-foot pole. It's just going to make you guys argue with each other all night.
Blitz said my volume is low again. Yes.
Oh God.
Oh God. I cannot control this. As soon
We
as
just got up to 30. We're going to lose them all again.
I put the volume at 100%, and as soon as I talk, it starts dropping. Something is taking over and is controlling the volume of my microphone.
Well, here's what I know. All right, you're probably a victim of gang stalking, along with a lot of other things. Especially this. I wouldn't be surprised if they're outside your house right now, just messing with the wires. You should check.
No, I don't think I've reached the point where they will come to my house, but they are fucking with me from a distance. I think I must write a letter to the ADL. Maybe they can help me out.
I know they will.
They know people.
Oh yeah, they know a lot of people. Oh, see, I told you, 28. People hate this audio stuff.
Yes, when the sound is not okay. This happens. Fuck. I must try, one day when you have time, maybe I will try to do a private stream. And we could try and talk and see, maybe I can find what is wrong, because something is definitely wrong.
I still think we should have shut it down and started over a long time ago.
No, it's it won't solve the problem. And I have experienced this problem again a couple of months ago. It just happens.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now, do you want another funny story or a sad one?
I'll take a sad one.
Okay.
Oh, we got Adrian in the chat. He's flying kites, he says. He loves to fly kites. Well, I do too. On a good windy day. Yeah, nice windy day. You put the kite on a string. You wrap it around the most vulnerable part of the kite, and then you let it go, and it goes up, and you pull it along the beach, and it's very, very fun. Sometimes you could even drag it behind the truck if you're so inclined. Kites are just very fun to mess around with,
Adrian said in the chat his family was gang stalked since September 2012. Well, the truth is, sometimes I look outside my window searching for Mossad agents.
Well, do you ever find any?
Well, they are so tiny that even if they were outside, I wouldn't notice them.
Oh yeah, they're like little elves.
They usually have such a small build. So here is the sad story. London is the least tolerant UK region of gay couples, and religious differences are blamed. So the Londoners are the least likely regional group in the UK to be relaxed with premarital sex and homosexuality. And the researchers are blaming religious differences for this discrepancy with the rest of the country. Now, what is the difference with the rest of the country? The capital of the UK is 12.4% Muslim, which is the highest proportion in the UK, and the average across England and Wales is 4.8%. Also, London has the lowest proportion of Christians, which means it's not only that they are 12.4% Muslim. I suppose there is another 10 or 12% that are Hindus. And because London, as we all know, is a very multicultural city, and the low level of tolerance compared to the rest of the country is despite the city having the highest number of same-sex couples in the country. So this is a city where the majority are Muslims, Hindus, and homosexuals, and the result is that it is the least tolerant city in the UK.
Are you sure you got that right? Because everything I learned in school told me that the more, the more different race people you surround yourself with, and that you bring in to degrade your society, and take a little bit more than their fair share of the wealth that's being spread around now. I was told that quality of life goes up, and that would include tolerance. So I think you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself, Poseidon. Because now you're talking shit about diversity, and now you're in my hood. Okay, I love diversity. I eat it for breakfast.
Maybe this lack of tolerance, maybe it's a good thing, since it is a product of diversity. Maybe this new English people, these newly arrived English people, are bringing us a culture that can teach us something. Maybe this tolerance we had towards homosexuality and premarital sex, maybe it was wrong.
Of course it was.
Wait,
what?
So it is difficult now to understand. You cannot have it both ways. Either it is wrong to accept the other cultures, or if it is right to accept the other cultures, then we must accept that it is wrong that we were tolerant, because the other cultures are bringing less tolerance. So which is
what I
it?
don't understand is what I don't get is it was wrong for us, white people, to go to these third world countries and quote unquote colonize it. Right? That's multiculturalism. Whether you like it or not, it is multiculturalism when we did that. That's totally wrong, right? So it's just evil. But of course, the other way around, we should definitely open all of our doors up to them, as many as want to come, because that kind of multiculturalism is good. When it's on our land, it's great. When it's not, it's naughty. And so I don't understand how these people don't see that blatant double standard. It's very confusing to me.
Well, I think I have an explanation for this.
Oh, please, hit me with it.
When we went to their countries, we were evil invaders killing and raping people. So it was not a good thing. When they come into our countries, first of all, they are not invading. They are poor refugees who need help. Second of all, they are not raping. And third of all, they are not killing anyone. So this is a huge difference. We were the bad guys going there. They are the good guys coming here and teaching us bad guys the benefits of their culture.
And it's really impressive that they come here and they don't rape, because, obviously Europe is full of white women, and white women are the most beautiful creatures on earth. So the fact that they can restrain themselves around white women is very impressive, while we're so just foaming at the mouth. We forewent. I hope that's a word. We forewent white women for their less, physically attractive women. So it's like we're such savages that we just had to rape something. We probably would have raped a pig if we couldn't have found those poor black people. But those poor black people, they come here and they don't touch our women. You know what? I can't pretend it anymore, dude. I'm just about to say the N word. I can't help myself.
No.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. But I'm so mad right now because every time I say a sentence that like involves me pretending that they don't rape, all I see is like that poor 18-year-old couple who was raped, both of them, man and woman. This was in the United States.
Wow.
Put in a dumpster and set on fire. You know, that's what I keep seeing, and it's just making me really mad.
Okay, then I have some news that are going to make you mad. Should I say them or should I skip them? Because if rape makes you mad, the next news will make you mad.
Okay, well, let's take a break and let me tell you my little story.
Okay. I don't hear you now. Are you muted?
I'm sorry, I had to. Yes, I had to mute to tell my wife that the door was unlocked because she was standing there at the unlocked door, fumbling with her purse to try to get her keys, and I was like, I can stop this with a word, so I'm going to do that. But anyways, so my story is this is actually not news. It's just something that I never knew about before. There was a picture I saw today on Facebook, and what it was this.
I don't hear you. You are muted. Dingo? I can't hear you. Okay. Okay, the call ended. For some reason, tonight that I try to have a guest, everything is going wrong. Let's play some music until Dingo returns. Hello?
For the love, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, Google is definitely screwing with us. Sorry.
What happened
so
now?
anyway.
You were speaking and suddenly I lost you.
All right, well, I don't know what happened exactly, but, you know, everything on my end said it was normal, but you just couldn't hear me. So what's the last thing you heard?
That you were going to tell me a story.
Oh, wow, so I talked to myself for a while. Okay, no big deal. Yeah, so the story I'd like to tell you was it's not news, but it's something I didn't know about. It's a picture from a newspaper a long time ago. I believe back in the 60s, maybe late 50s, of a very plump black woman. Very nice. You know, she looked nice. I'm sure we would get along just fine.
Okay.
And she was what?
I have an interesting. Actually, the next story is about black women, so it will be perfect. So continue.
All right. Well, so it's a picture of her, this big, nice, chunky black woman, and she's you know, pushing her, what the newspaper called lame child. I guess that means like paralyzed or whatever. And she's holding a sign that says "Billions for space, pennies for the hungry." Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that this Gibbs me that mentality has been going on since the 60s, maybe late 50s, whatever. And basically what this woman is telling us is, hey, white man, stop exploring the universe. I be hungry. And that is why we have a complete and utter shit space program now. You know, like that right there is a perfect example of what's going on with the space program today. Just, it's obviously a million times worse today. She was trying to shame us for exploring the universe, Poseidon, because she's hungry.
And was her body weight normal?
No, she looked like somebody hit all of her limbs with a sack full of dimes.
So she was overweight.
She was slightly overweight, if slightly means extremely.
But she was hungry.
Hungry. I'm sending you the picture now in Skype. So maybe you could show the old audience there if you like.
Okay.
Yeah, but this makes me so mad, Poseidon. Like, it's such a perfect example of like just what they will ask us to stop doing. What they will tell us that we should be thinking of, second to them.
This picture is perfect, but I don't know how to share it with my audience.
Okay, you can't screen share?
I don't know if I can screen share Skype.
Oh, yeah, okay. No big deal.
No, I cannot screen share Skype. No. Too bad.
Not a problem.
But okay, it's a very beautiful picture of a nice lady with a sign, billions for space, pennies for the hungry. And to be honest, she weighs around like what 3 normal women weight.
Well, she weighs what one normal black woman weighs.
I don't know.
In America, they're very fat.
I don't know. But okay, she obviously, with any standard, she needs many months of diet. So,
Yes.
being so obese and claiming to be hungry, because her hands are like a like a man's.
You know those little those latex gloves, Poseidon?
She has bigger hands than Arnold Schwarzenegger in the good
Do you know
old
those
days.
latex gloves that doctors wear? The latex gloves?
Yes.
Her hand looks like a child blew it up with air.
Yes.
And then of course dipped it in a big toilet full of diarrhea.
She reminds me of this balloon of Trump they flew in London recently. So she's like a balloon.
Yeah, except for a bunch of handicapped people holding the balloon. Instead, she is holding a handicapped person.
Well, I unfortunately I cannot share this image, but I have a beautiful story relevant to this. So this
Lay it on me.
This is, and please try. Okay, Adrian just donated $3.22. His message is, my kites usually turn blue when I douse them in Zyklon B. So please ignore the anti-Semitic beliefs that human bodies turn red after they have been killed by Zyklon B.
Well, you shouldn't be putting those kind of things on your kite. It's not going to help it fly. If anything, it'll make it fly worse. I would say keep it away from your kite.
Well, I cannot comment on this. Thank you, Adrian.
Okay.
Thank you, Adrian, for your donation. Now, the story. Try to be calm and try to control your reactions, because
Okay, I will.
this story is from Huffington Post. It's 7 years ago, but it's good. So Satoshi Kanazawa, I think he was probably Japanese, judging by his name, causes a firestorm after claiming black women are less attractive. So before
I remember this.
Yes, before I continue, I have to make clear that I do not agree with this racist Nazi scientist. Exactly like Huffington Post didn't agree. And exactly like Huffington Post posted this article in order to show the racism, this is why I do this too. I am showing this article in order to show the racism, not because I agree. So in this article, it says that the evolutionary psychologist at the London School of Economics argues that black women are less physically attractive than other women. And the article was removed from the site, but not before screenshots were made from BuzzFeed. Now, according to this article, black women are on average much heavier than non-black women. And this is why I said it is relevant to the story you just told us. The mean body mass index among black women is 28.5, while among non-black women it's 26.9. However, this is not the reason black women are less physically attractive than non-black women. Black women have lower average level of physical attractiveness net of BMI. And here is another thing that it's difficult for me to read. Nor can the race difference in intelligence and the positive association between intelligence and physical attractiveness account for the race difference in physical attractiveness among women. Black women are still less physically attractive than non-black women, net of BMI and intelligence. So he claims that they are fatter and they are less intelligent, but this isn't the reason they are less attractive. And also he claims that black men are significantly more physically attractive than non-black men. And I have to agree with this. Of course, it's right.
Wait, read that last part again.
Black men are more attractive than non-black men.
Who said that?
This scientist. And we have to agree with this. We all know that how ugly white men are. But before we...
I'm muting myself.
There's more. Do you want to comment on this part or should I read it all?
I don't want to comment at all. You keep reading.
So, the only thing that he can think that might potentially explain the lower average level of physical attractiveness among black women is testosterone. Africans on average have higher levels of testosterone than other races, and testosterone, being an androgen, a male hormone, affects the physical attractiveness of men and women differently. Men with higher levels of testosterone have more masculine features and are therefore more physically attractive, So black men, because they have more testosterone than white men, they are more attractive.
Well, how much testosterone chimpanzees and gorillas have, Poseidon?
I don't know.
I would venture a guess they have a lot.
I don't know. I don't know. This article is about the levels of testosterone of black people. And in contrast to men, women with higher levels of testosterone also have more masculine features. Well, maybe this is why Michelle Obama looks like a man. And are therefore less physically attractive. So the race difference in the level of testosterone can therefore potentially explain why black women are less physically attractive than women of other races, while black men are more physically attractive than men of other races. So there's more, but I think this is enough. There's another. Okay, I will read this too. So Latoya Peterson, and by the name Latoya Peterson, I suppose she's probably of Swedish descent, at Racialicious, said, justifying racism using science isn't new by any means. Every few years it appears that someone needs to provide a rationale for bigotry.
No, he's right. He's right. Because racism has been backed up by science since day one.
Yes. I am confused with this article because according to the YouTube rules, I cannot agree with both of the statements of the scientists. Neither can I disagree with both. Because on the one hand, on the one side he says black women are less attractive due to high levels of testosterone, and then he says black men are more attractive because of the high levels of testosterone. So I will probably disagree with both statements because they are racist. Because race actually doesn't exist. Race is a social construct.
Preach it.
What?
I said preach it. Okay, sorry. I said preach it, and that's like a saying here. Whenever somebody makes a good point, you tell them to preach. You know, like a preacher at a church.
I can hear you typing with the chat.
Oh, sorry. My Australian friend just showed up and told me he loved me, so I had to tell him back. But you know, I think I figured out what's going on with this article, Poseidon. This guy who did this, who did the science experiment, was the ultimate troll, because what he wanted to trigger black people, but then he also wanted to give them something to brag about and rub in white people's faces, and he wanted to see which one that they would run with. Right. So, like, are we going to run with where the black men are the most beautiful thing in the world, or are we going to run with being victims because black women are the least beautiful thing in the world? And of course, they did option B, because victimhood always wins. This is not rock, paper, scissors. Victimhood is the ultimate champion, always.
Yes, you are right.
So this guy is a master troll. I'm going to send him some money right now. What did you say? This I know his name sounded like you could blindfold him with some dental floss. What's his name?
Satoshi Kanazawa. I think.
Screw that. You know, his name's not Bob. He's not getting shit.
He's probably Japanese, and he's living in a 99.9% ethno state, and he's having fun with us.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he? His dad's a samurai. He's never going to have to worry about shit.
I bet he lives in a town where there are no white people, there are no black people. He's only seen us on the internet, so he can troll us. And he
Yeah,
can watch us
guarantee it.
eat each other and fight each other about his stupid science.
Yeah, that is some stupid science. Now I'm not going to say which one, but half of that thing I completely agree with, and the other half I think is the most wrong, stupid thing in the world, which is why I know it's a troll. Um,
Well, I
so
disagree.
yeah,
I will take another route and I will disagree with both of them and say that, like I said earlier, there are no races. There is only one race, the human race. So, just by trying to divide us into races, this makes his science fake science. This is fake news.
yes, exactly. Race is not real. Race don't real, nor does gender. So everybody's just one big, you know,
Of course,
blob.
of course,
You
because
can you can shape your private parts as you want, willy nilly.
that's a great observation. I didn't think of that. He's speaking about men and women, when we all know that there are no men and no women.
He's trolling us.
There are unlimited number of genders.
Exactly. Even though there is a finite number of people, the genders are still, you
More,
know,
more.
infinite.
The genders are like fingerprints. Everyone has his own gender.
Yeah. Oh my God. They're like fingerprints. Guys, you got to run with that. That is fantastic.
Okay, I see Richard Dewey arrived in the chat. Welcome, Richard. Caesar also arrived in the chat.
Hello, Caesar and Richard. Welcome to the stream. We've been having some audio problems, but I think we got it fixed now.
Yes, donations fixed the audio problems. After 4 donations, all problems were fixed.
Donations to us are like foreskins to Google.
I had to mute myself. Foreskin.
Yeah, we love those donations. So much so that as soon as a child is born, we suck donations right off of them. And then we hang it over their head and do a little dance, and then we pray to a god that doesn't exist, much like Google does with foreskins.
Yes, I think that they cannot claim hate speech if you speak against a company.
Oh no, yeah, because I don't know who works there.
I don't know either. It's just a company. So I think we are allowed at least to criticize companies.
Oh, dude, everybody hates corporations. Everybody.
Okay, now let's change the screen. I think we saw enough of this fake science.
Yeah. Sure.
I have a news article that you will love.
You keep saying that. I don't love any of them.
Okay, you will love this. But before I read it, give me 10 seconds to go grab a beer.
Oh, perfect. Good. I can talk to the chat some more.
Exactly.
Lovely. Okay, have fun. I'll handle this, dude, no doubt. Yeah. So Real Trophy Wifey is here, and she said, "How am I?" I'm doing well. I'm doing well. You know, I used to think that she wasn't real, and like I still notice a lot of other people think she's not real. And I was thinking like it was either yesterday or the day before. I cannot imagine what it must be like to be so fucking physically attractive that people think you're not real. Like, think about that. Has anybody ever looked at you and gone, "You're not real"? No, fuck no, they haven't. They have with her. Yeah, eat your fucking heart out, everybody else. How about that? Was what Jesse? Wait, where's Jesse? I will fucking rip his head off. You know he's got a hinge tattoo on the inside of his elbow, and there's a video of him making this noise while bending his arm. I'm not fucking kidding you. That's why he got the hinge tattoo on his elbow. I hate him. God, he's an idiot. White Eye says, yes, but can she fly kites and fix transmissions? Yes, of course she can.
I am back.
You are. I am black.
No, I'm not black, I'm back. So I was thinking recently, this week, I bought with the donations of my subscribers a new desk because my computer was in the living room, and I had a problem because I wanted to work on videos or stream, and my wife was there, the children were there. So now I moved my computer in a room, I bought a new desk, a new chair, and I am all alone here and do my streams. But the problem is that I am away from the kitchen, so when I want to grab a beer, it is a long way.
What? Well, okay, well, you're supposed to just go, baby, get me a beer.
Baby is sleeping. It's almost 5 in the morning here.
I can't believe you let her sleep while you're doing stuff.
Yes. So I'm thinking that now maybe I need a small fridge, like the fridges in the hotels, and place it near my desk, so I can stream and have my beers near.
I don't drink beer. I used to. I actually used to work for a company that distributed beer, and I was a salesman or whatever. And so I would get beer for free all the time because like they would let us take home the out-of-date beer. And I'd drink 2 or 3 a night and go to bed. No big deal. I never got drunk or anything. But ever since I left there, I have to pay for beer now, and beer is expensive. So I don't get it.
So you don't drink alcohol at all?
I will every now and again, but like the thing is, since I quit drinking beer every night, I lost my tolerance, and so now if I want to get drunk, I can just have like 4, and that's embarrassing. Poseidon, I'm a grown man, so I tend to avoid embarrassing situations. So it's like this cycle, I don't drink because I don't have a tolerance. I don't have a tolerance because I don't drink. It just keeps repeating itself into perpetuity.
Well, I had recently to quit smoking, so now beer is the only vice that I'm still allowed to have. But I don't drink often, only during streams. I need to lubricate my vocal cords.
That sounded so dirty. I need to lubricate my vocal cords.
So, I promised you a story that you will like.
Oh, God.
I'm sure everyone will like this story. So, it's about Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, I love stories about Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, you will be surprised with this story.
I think I've heard it, but you know what? I'll play along.
Okay. So, Mark Zuckerberg was slammed by Germany over Holocaust comments.
What?
Yes, he's an anti-Semite. Germany's foreign minister criticized Zuckerberg for saying that while he finds Holocaust deniers abhorrent, they should still be allowed to post their beliefs on Facebook. And the Germany's foreign minister said in a tweet that nobody should defend anyone who denies the Holocaust. On the contrary, worldwide, everything must be done to protect Jewish life. So in Berlin, the Justice Ministry also chimed in and said that Zuckerberg caused outrage by saying that his platform should not delete such comments. And the Justice Ministry of Germany said there must be no place for anti-Semitism. This includes verbal and physical attacks on Jews, as well as the denial of Holocaust. And the latter is also punishable in Germany, and it will be strictly prosecuted. Zuckerberg made the comment during an interview, and he said that while Facebook decided to stop the spread of fake news, certain beliefs that were sincerely held would not be taken down. So there's more, but let's make a pause and comment at this. So is Mark Zuckerberg?
I think it means we're winning.
Is Mark Zuckerberg our guy?
Yeah, totally. I mean, most definitely. Anybody can be, of course. You know, we're not about racial integrity here, so it's fine that he is of a different race than us, and in fact, his wife is of a different race than him and us. So I love the chain going around there. You know, us, him, his wife, their happy little kid. This is great. I love this. We need diversity on the alt-right. Okay, that's what we're lacking. It's everybody else's greatest strength, and look at us. We don't have a greatest strength.
Now imagine if the alt-right was started to create memes and started to idolize or fantasize that Mark Zuckerberg is one of us. How powerful could this be? Could we use this in our propaganda?
I don't think so.
No.
He's the biggest nerd in the world, dude. We don't want to associate him with us, or like that. That's like a Trojan horse, right? We kind of stole Trump. We stole Corey Lewandowski. We stole, who else did we steal? Papa John's. We don't want to steal Zuckerberg. They might have caught on by now, and they're doing this on purpose. You don't want to steal Zuckerberg.
But it would be funny.
Yes. It would. Yes, it would be funny. But no, I think that this means that we're winning. Like I think what this means is that our dollars, our whatever it is, he's making money off of us somehow, and him shutting it down is making him lose money. Think about it. There is no other reason that this guy would do this other than loss of profits. I mean, does anybody really believe that he just had a moral, he changed his moral stance one day, like, hey, you know what? I need to let these people start denying the Holocaust on Facebook. No, he was obviously losing something from it, and he will gain it back by changing it. We need to figure out exactly what that is so we can use it for other companies, because like this is all us here. This is all us.
Well, I think we are becoming slowly, or it looks like we will become the majority. Our numbers are growing. And there's something interesting here. I will read it. That there's a study in Germany, and keep in mind that Germany on this in this specific subject is worse than any other country in the world. So in Germany, the anti-Semitic content in social media was 7.5% in 2007.
I'll take Dewey in a fight anytime. I'm from Milwaukee. Yeah, heard.
Okay, sorry. Blitz777 just donated $5. Thank you, Blitz. His message is, I'll take Dewey in a fight anytime. I'm from Milwaukee. You heard. My subscribers are starting a fight.
Is he talking about Richard Dewey?
Yes, probably.
Okay. I don't know what Blitz looks like, but Richard looks like one of those guys who either he is extremely like soft and cannot fight at all, or he will fuck you up and you will wish you never knew his name. I don't know which one he is, but I don't think it's anywhere in the middle.
I see Real Trophy Wife is in the chat. Welcome. Now, as I was saying, the anti-Semitic content in German social media was 7.5% 10 years ago, and now it's 30%. So in 10 years, the anti-Semitic content in Germany was tripled.
I think it's quadrupled.
Yes, you're right. It quadrupled. 4 times in 10 years. In Germany, the most cucked country on this subject. So imagine what is happening in other countries. So I know that from a study that in Greece, anti-Semitism is around 69%. In the US, I think it's less than Greece, but I'm certain it's more than Germany. So the Nazis are rising. And
That's scary. We got to stop them.
yes, of course. We will come to this. This will be the conclusion. But let's look at the problem. So the problem is that Nazis are rising. Their numbers are growing everywhere. And they have an average or above the average income, which means they are customers for these companies, and they probably are better customers than I cannot name them, but I mean some other groups.
Google?
No. They are also good customers. They are rich. I mean groups with high testosterone.
Harambe's senior class.
Yes.
Senior class. Yeah.
High testosterone. So we have more money. We are more people than them, so they make more money from us. We are a significant portion of their income for these companies. So maybe that is why Mr. Zuckerberg is trying to change his censorship policy.
That's exactly why. That is the only reason why. And like all these people with this ad tracking shit they have now, like Facebook, they'll see what we search for on different sites, and then they'll present us ads to products that we talk about or search for or whatever. Well, I think what's going on is more white people are buying these products than black people, right? So Facebook's going like, oh, hey, look, we're making a killing because these white people are actually buying the stuff on the ads that we run, making us a very lucrative place to run ads. But they notice that, the darker skinned people who society deems as black, but we all know there's no such thing as race, they don't really buy a lot of stuff. And so Zuckerberg, being who he is, has to side with his wallet.
Yes, and maybe this is something we must consider this, that the power we have as a group and as customers. Now imagine if our group decided to boycott one of these companies. They would probably lose half of their income.
Oh yeah.
So we have power. The problem is we are not organized to use this power. We don't have an organization like, let's say, Black Lives Matter that will organize us into boycotting, for example, Google. But if we did this, we could change a lot of things. They do what they do to us because we allow it. But we are holding the real power.
I agree. I totally agree. I hope that we realize it soon, though, man. We really don't have a lot of time left. That's the problem. You know?
Yes, I know, but I think more people are realizing it every day. I think we are witnessing right now this transformation, the awakening of the Goyim.
Well, there's really no such thing as that. Race and religion doesn't exist. They're all social constructs. We're just people following one religion. That's the problem with all this collective identity stuff. You never really get to focus on yourself. That's why I'm an individualist, because I could just wake up thinking about myself and then think about myself all through the day and then go to bed thinking about only me. I love being an individualist libertarian who constantly is just worried about me. I must secure the existence of myself in a future for my cummies. The 14 words.
I think you just quoted Sargon of Akkad.
He said that? I just made that up.
No, but he's the leader of the individualist movement.
Oh, well, I should seek him out and apply. The thing is, I just have like one thing to say about Google, okay? They ought to stop lying. One day our patience will come to an end, and then we will grab these insolent Google employees by their throats and shut their lying mouths.
Well, Google isn't the only problem. Our governments are also a problem. I have a very interesting story from the UK. So we know how Google and Facebook manipulate their platforms. Now the British government is doing the same. A new British information unit is fighting alternative news and promoting government-approved facts. This phrase is giving me a chill. Promoting government-approved facts. This is the USSR. Okay, Richard Dewey.
Here's some shekels from the Nazi fund. You're on Blitz.
Richard Dewey just donated $11.99. Thank you very much, Richard. His message is, here's some shekels from the Nazi fund. You're on Blitz. Okay, I think they are fighting who will donate more. Thank you
We
very
don't want your money, Nazis. Your money's no good here, Nazis.
No,
We only take shekels.
your money is good. Half of it will be donated to anti-Nazi cause. Thank you very much. Thank you, Richard,
Yep.
for your donation. Thank you for your message. So let's continue with the story. I swear to you, in the last few months, every story from Britain is a black pill.
Well, you know that before you go on, this won't take long. But whenever you said the word government approved or the phrase government approved facts, like here's the thing that people should notice: we have not heard government approved facts strewn throughout the media. Okay, because Google owns the media. Well, we have not heard that. Okay, parroted everywhere. But there was a phrase with the word facts in it that was parroted everywhere, and it made sense. It actually made sense, and it was not controversial. That is alternative facts, because obviously there are different facts about different things, and then some things are opinion that people push as facts. I mean, it's easy to understand what the woman was saying, but whenever they talk about government approved facts, no need to banter that about the media. You know, that should tell you that, Google has an agenda. The Googles.
Yes. They have an agenda, and they are stronger and bigger than governments.
Yes, and you go ahead.
They can actually. I told you yesterday about a video I'm working on about how they are able to extort and control governments.
Yes, Google.
Yes, these Google guys, they are strong, unfortunately. So in Britain, they are creating a unit. They created a unit fighting alternative news and promoting government-approved facts. This new unit is fighting alternative news websites, and they are driving their stories down the search engine results and pushing the official government narrative to the top. And in order to do this, to drive a story that I publish down to the search engine results and push the official government narrative to the top, the only way to do this is together with Google. So I am sure they are working together with Google. So in a blog post they described how this taxpayer-funded unit monitors news and information being shared and engaged online, and they seek to tackle narratives from outside the mainstream media, which the establishment does not favor. So they will not bother to fight against a CNN news story, but if something I write or you write, they will try to erase it. Adrian donated $1 and his message is Nazi a few dozen times. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you for your donation. I am sure he is referring to Google.
Yeah, of course.
So-
No, Google is very, very, very bad.
They are the Fourth Reich.
Yeah, they're literally Hitler.
Yes, they are.
And Google's spokesperson is Goebbels. It's Gerbils. He's literally Gerbils.
And how was the name of Hitler's girlfriend?
Ava Braun.
Eva Braun. Yeah, Eva Braun is running YouTube.
Yeah, she really is.
So they said that there's the question of how we respond to public debate online.
Well,
And
obviously you turn your caps lock on and you get really mad and you tell them what you think.
they said that they revealed that the government will seek to hide news it does not like rather than use rebuttal. So they will completely hide news. And this unit is round the clock monitoring, and they have identified several stories of concern during the pilot. This is a pilot unit. And they identified a number of false narratives from alternative news sources that were gaining traction online. And they said that these alt news sources are biased and rely on sensationalism rather than facts. So, what we say is fake news, it's sensationalism, and what the mainstream media is saying, these are the facts. And because the manipulation that is being done by Facebook, by Google, by YouTube, by Twitter is not enough, now we see the British government is creating a special unit. And I find this story very frightening because this is actually Britain is becoming worse than Saudi Arabia. They have created their own Hasbara department, like Israel, but at least Israel is using their Hasbara department in order to promote the interest of their people. The British government created this department in order to fight the interest of their own people. These are traitors. White traitors. And they are worse than Google.
A good friend of mine, Mr. Roscoe Jones from Exodus Americanus, he calls the British the merchants of the high seas.
What did you say?
I said a buddy of mine calls British people the merchants of the high seas.
Merchants of the... I didn't understand this. What does this mean?
Merchants of the high seas, merchants of the ocean, like they travel around in ships. You know, merchant is another word for Google.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. I mean, if you look back at it in history, they really have been kind of right there at the center of every major brother war. Find me one without them.
You mean the British?
Of course.
Yes, I've read many conspiracy theories that involve British royalty together with Google and the Vatican, all of them together conspiring against the European people.
Yeah, well, look who signed the Balfour Declaration, which we love. We love the Balfour Declaration. Look who we can thank for that. You know, that was a guy from Britain.
That was I think the Queen of Britain.
Was it? I thought it was the guy from World War II or whatever.
No, I think
Winston Churchill.
No, the Balfour Declaration, it was a... This happened a few decades before the Second World War, when the Britain,
Oh God, I'm stupid.
Britain gave the land of Palestine. They donated this to Lord Rothschild. And according to this declaration, they donated the land of Palestine to Lord Rothschild in order for him to create a land for the Zionists. But he did not create it immediately, he created it after the Second World War. Are you there? I can't hear you.
I'm here.
So Adrian said that he donated $1 to hear the automated voice say Nazi numerous times. But he didn't expect that Dingo would expose himself as an anti-Nazi.
Well, you know, surprises happen, my friend. You need to gear yourself for 'em. I hate nothing more. I hate Nazis. They're the worst.
But I think maybe Adrian didn't realize that this is a satirical stream, and we are trying to use satire and not tell the things that we really mean. Because my other channel, my main channel, got a strike, and if we start using wrong words on this channel, it will get a strike too.
You're roboting on me really bad. Do I sound okay?
You are roboting too.
Okay.
I cannot hear you.
Okay. You want to call me back?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I am trying to call back Dingo. Hello? Hello, Dingo, can you hear me? Okay, I cannot hear you. I don't know if you hear me. I am trying to call Dingo, but there seems to be a problem. Hello? Hello, Dingo, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Skype isn't working. Hello.
Hello.
It worked. It worked.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm very sorry. I don't know what's going on with the old computer.
You're on the computer now or on the phone?
Now I'm on the phone.
Okay, I think the phone is better.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like the deal is with my browser, I have Opera mini browser, and for some reason Skype is not allowed on that. So when I do Skype, I have to use Microsoft Edge, and Microsoft Edge is worse than a big bunch of Nazis. Ding dong, Dingo's done. Ray, I'll slap the poop out of your mouth. I'm just kidding.
Now, I read a comment of Adrian. Adrian thinks that you are a Hitler hater, and he said, "Don't come back. Dingo hates Hitler." Adrian, you must understand, we are doing satire.
I'm not. I'm serious. I hate Nazis.
Okay.
You know what I did today?
What?
Hashtag punch a Nazi. That's what I did. Do you know who it was that punched Richard Spencer right in his friggin' Nazi gullet? That was me.
Oh, it was you. I knew.
Yeah.
I knew this guy reminded me of something. I knew it.
Yeah. It was my tiny little weak arms and my curly hair through that hoodie.
Adrian, you must understand that after getting a strike on my main channel, the only way to survive on this secondary channel is to try and use satire and say exactly the opposite of what I believe. And I asked Dingo to do the same today in order to help me protect the streaming ability of this channel.
You are lying. Why are you lying?
To entertain our viewers.
I really hate Nazis. Listen, I've kind of been looking into communism lately, and it's not that bad, especially when you consider real communism has really never been tried. I mean, you know this, Poseidon.
I've heard of this. Now, a real Trophy White said he's using sarcasm to keep his channel safe.
No, we're telling the truth, therefore the channel will be safe.
Yes, exactly. We are trying to confuse the ADL trusted flaggers.
Yes, exactly. The trusted flaggots.
Sarcasm and humor is the only option we have. It's the only option we have left in order to speak the truth, because I trust my viewers that they are intelligent enough to understand when
That's cute.
when I'm telling the truth and when I'm telling exactly the opposite of the truth and using sarcasm in order to not get a strike.
Adrian, you call me a cuck as an insult? Listen, sharing your wife with another man is the most intimate thing you can do. Okay, it's not an insult to call me a cuck. Okay, as a matter of fact, while it's going on, I cry because it's such a touching moment. I mean, not me. Nobody touches me, of course. I'm just sitting alone. But emotionally, it's touching. Hello? Oh, Jesus, is it happening again?
What happened?
I thought that I thought that you couldn't hear me again.
No, I can hear you. I can
Okay,
hear.
good.
I just muted my microphone for a second.
I just realized that, like, dude, I've taken this way too far. Like now, there, somebody could take my voice of me saying sharing your wife with another man is an intimate moment. I'm so fucked. Why would you not do that?
Be careful of what you say, because with some editing they can use it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, see, I think that you'll be the first person to ever get a strike for defaming and hate speech against Nazis. They'll use anything they can to take your channel down, to take your channel down.
Oh yes, they will use anything, and I want to tell something now to my viewers that I told you earlier today, that I believe that they consider my channel dangerous exactly because I do not use references to Hitler or Nazism or not even nationalism. In my videos, I'm trying to use material that is normie friendly. And this is why they consider my channel dangerous, because you can show my video to anyone, while other channels that use references to Hitler and Nazis and nationalism, they they are targeted to satisfying their audience, to entertain their subscribers. So they are speaking within a small circle, and YouTube isn't bothered by this. They do not care if one channel posts a dozen speeches of Hitler and a few thousand people who liked Hitler watch them and like them and comment on them and share them with each other. What they are afraid is that someone creates something that will be able to go through the brainwashing and inject the the virus of curiosity and of doubt into a normie's brain. This is what's considered dangerous for them. And because when I edit my videos, I always have in mind that my target audience is someone that doesn't agree with my views, I take this into consideration when making a video. This is why they strike my videos and they are trying to silence me.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I've said on multiple shows of mine that you are the most underrated propagandist in the entire alt-right, and I mean it. I really do mean it. Like, all sarcasm aside here, Poseidon has a very, very good. He's very talented at getting to the normie, and he is correct. That is going to make him enemy number one.
Yes, I remember a few months ago a guy named Tulian Perspective, a Norwegian living in France with over 100,000 subscribers. He made a video talking about how YouTube is not censoring. And I challenged him on this view in his comments. I commented a lot, he replied, but we were not able to communicate because I really believe that he has never experienced censorship. So, although he is speaking about subjects in a much more radical way than I am, they do not delete his videos, and even he is able to monetize his videos, and he's making a living out of this monetization and of the ads. He has made videos about and showing how he makes money every month from the ads playing on his videos. And if you watch his videos, he is far more radical than me. So the only explanation is that Google and YouTube, they don't mind this because they know that this guy is creating a product targeted to specific people, to nationalists and to far-right people. Only they watch his videos. The ads playing on his videos are watched only by them. And they are making money, he is making money, and no one gets hurt. But when I make a video, maybe the people that are subscribed to me, I suppose they are nationalists, but the difference is that when they share my video on Facebook, this video can be viewed by their family, by their co-workers, because there's nothing extreme, there's nothing far right, there's nothing nationalistic within these videos. But the message is, and that's why I am not allowed to have ads on my videos, that's why I am not allowed to have super chats, and that's why they constantly give me strikes and delete my channels. I have lost 2 channels in the past year. Hello, Dingo, are you there? Or
Of course, yeah, I'm here. I was just listening to your insightful words, friend.
So I was trying to explain how this works. This is why you see that some extreme content can be allowed and some other content that's not so extreme might be deleted. The rules, they bend the rules. They do not use the same rules on everyone and every channel.
Oh yeah, no, I think you did a great job explaining it.
Okay, Adrian still doesn't believe that we were making satire.
Well, that's because we weren't. He knows you're lying when you say that. And good for him. Even though we disagree, I'm glad that he can tell a lie from truth.
I think you play the role so good that you managed to make some viewers to believe it. So, shall we look into another story?
Yeah, let's do it.
I shared all the funny and good stories. And I only have bad stories. And
Well, I've got a really good story.
tell
Do you want to hear it?
Yes, of course.
Well, I told you yesterday, but nobody else has heard it. And if there gets to be too much background noise, tell me and I'll wait. But so yesterday, I was working, and I was working in that town that Poseidon and I have talked about before. That is 82% diverse. 82% diverse, 18% racist. And so I pulled up to a store, and when I did, there was a diverse man putting air in his tire. So as I'm walking to the store, I hear what I thought was a gun go off. And my first thoughts were, oh my God, they found me. They know I'm the Southern Dingo. And I at that point, I hadn't turned over my new leaf of communism, anti-racism, anti-Nazism. So I thought that I was getting shot at. But
Okay, I lost you. After shot, Dingo? Fuck, we lost him again.
fucking kidding me.
Hello, Dingo?
Hey, oh God, I'm so sorry. Somebody fucking called me. Okay, what's the last?
The last thing I heard was that you thought they were shooting at you.
Okay, yes. And to my surprise, they were not. What had happened was this poor, diverse man brought up in a world full of racism. He put so much air in his tire that it popped. And I thought to myself, what a fucking idiot this guy is, right? Because I was racist yesterday. Today I'm cured. And so I go in, I get the order for the store. I come out, I pull it, put it together. Then I go in the store and I deliver. And as I'm coming out, he has already gotten his tire changed, right? It only took him about an hour. And he's airing up his spare. Well, as I'm walking to the truck, I will be a shit-covered dick if I don't hear another explosion. I look over, and he's popped his spare tire as well. So, obviously this is a result of the education system, Poseidon, and we need to do something so these poor, diverse people understand how to do basic tasks.
I have a black pill for you. I don't think that the education system can help in this situation. The only thing that can help is more diversity and more multiculturalism. If we open our borders, if we allow a few 100 million of refugees to enter our countries, you will stop being surprised by incidents like this.
Yeah. I mean, all we need is more. You're right. Because here's the thing. If we bring in more people like him, more things like this will occur, making it not such a rare occasion, which is almost like meaning that it doesn't even happen anymore.
Exactly. Exactly. The problem is that this is a rare occasion for you. If this was the normal thing, if everyone was diverse and was behaving like this, you wouldn't be surprised. So the problem is the lack of diversity you have. The problem is that you are not 100% diverse. So Blitz said,
I agree.
I have to read that super chat. Blitz 777 donated during your story $5. Thank you, Blitz. And his message is going to Dewey. They are having a fight. His message is F you, Dewey, fight me now. Well, I do not like my subscribers having a fight. I am preaching peace.
Is one of them black?
No, no.
Oh, well,
Unfortunately,
they should totally fight. They should totally fight. One of them, they should definitely kill each other then. Yeah, go ahead.
Adrian still believes that you are anti-Nazi.
Good instincts, Adrian. Adrian, what I like to say about Adrian, he was born at nighttime. I'm sorry, he was born at night, but he wasn't born last night. As in, he knows what's going on. He's not new to this.
Yes. Pete one in the chat said, I want to fight Adrian. So lots of people are trying to fight others people. What's happening in my chat tonight? And Travis.
I really like what Travis said.
Yes, if you fight your enemies, they win. I think.
Hey, that's true.
I think a very wise man said that. The Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau.
Praise him.
I know how jealous you are that America doesn't have a president like Justin Trudeau.
Oh, we got that orange drumpf. Oh my God. I mean, he's literally orange, Poseidon. How did anybody take him seriously?
And he's literally Hitler.
Oh, Hitler would be terrified of drumpf, okay? He called Mexicans rapists. I mean, as if he was like basing that statement off of years upon years upon years of factual data collected by reputable, unbiased sources at the border, as if he was doing that. But he, obviously that couldn't be the case.
I am certain that after a couple of decades, we will see many Hollywood films telling the story of the Holocaust, the real Holocaust, the Holocaust that was performed by Donald Trump, about the millions of children he sacrificed. This is the real Hitler, Donald Trump. And Hollywood will speak about it. Hollywood will rewrite the history and will write the real history.
Yeah, he eats a baby, a Mexican baby, every morning. He is on camera saying a baby a day keeps the doctor away. What do you think about that, Poseidon?
I think that America would be much better if they voted for Hillary, but unfortunately, the Trump establishment, together with the Russians, they infiltrated the voting system and rigged the election. So he's not my president.
Yeah, exactly. Eating babies, putting other older children who escaped getting eaten in cages, parading them around as trophies. I saw him the other day on TV walking this poor little Mexican child on a leash. On a leash.
Adrian Adrian does not like you. Adrian, if you're listening, please understand, this is satire, this is comedy. We do not mean, neither I then that and Dingo, we do not
Why do you
mean
keep saying that?
we do not mean what we say.
If you say that one more time, I'm quitting. I do not want people to think that I actually support the white supremacist Donald Trump. All these white people are just scared of the browning of America. I mean, just let it happen. What's the worst that can happen? What are they going to do? Rape your mother, daughter, sister, aunt, and every other woman that you've ever met? I mean, come on.
And we all know that America was always multicultural. Europe was always multicultural.
Yeah, hello. Have you ever heard of Cheddar Man? He was a black person.
I know.
I almost slipped up there beside that. I almost slipped up there. You know, another. Do y'all have Chick-fil-A in Greece?
No, I've heard of this. I think it's like a fast food in America.
Kind of. You have to Heil Hitler to order at the desk there. If you don't, they will kick you out of their restaurant and take you to a re-education camp. And the only kind of chicken that they serve is chicken directly taken from a black person's plate.
Who created this racist establishment? Is it owned by Donald Trump?
David Duke.
This explains everything.
Yeah. I'm actually pulling through the drive-thru. I'm going to protest them. I'm pulling through the drive-thru to protest right now. What I'm going to do is order some chicken, and then I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to take it to one of the black families that they stole it from. Why so much dead air, Poseidon? Say something.
I think we covered a lot, but it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning here. And you know that I'm an old man, and I'm starting to feel tired.
Okay, no problem. You need to rest your eyes so you can, do social justice tomorrow. There's a lot of it that needs to be done.
Yes, I must rest. We are now streaming over 3 hours.
Well, 1 hour of it was trying to resolve audio issues.
Yes, I know. First of all, I want to remind everyone to check the description. Check the links in the description. There are 2 links from the 2 channels of Dingo, his main channel and his secondary channel.
And we've also put links to where you can donate to the ADL and the SPLC. They're doing God's work.
Half of the donations that you donated today will go to the ADL. I promised you this. So make sure to subscribe to Dingo's streams. He makes more serious streams. His streams are not comedic like mine. He makes great interviews. And subscribe to his Twitter and Gab. I hope, although we had some serious audio problems today throughout the stream, that you enjoyed our conversation. Dingo, can you hear me?
Yeah, buddy.
You're really giving an order now.
I'm just protesting Chick-fil-A so hard right now.
Objective Realist is in the chat. Chris Kaiser said, Poseidon, you're the greatest, thank you. Thank you for the support, Chris. Ray said, I stayed to show my support for ethnics and learn more about my new kite flying hobby.
All right, have a good night. Actually, wait, you know what? There's one more thing. Your organization supports a racist Nazi president with a lot of homophobic people working here, and I tell you what, I'm just none too happy about it, ma'am. What, nothing to say? She's speechless. She's ashamed of herself. And she should be.
The poor lady. Why did you do this?
Because there's 2 lanes in this Chick-fil-A, and she's not going to know which one I am.
You speak through a microphone.
Okay. Yeah, there's a little, like, a troll that goes, I don't know. He's magic, and he makes my voice go inside and hers come outside.
At least I hope she was a white lady that deserved this.
Yeah, she was definitely white. She didn't go eek or ook or ooga booga, so I knew she was white.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm gonna let this bitch have it. Okay. Get over here, white. Wait till I get to the window. I'm gonna let her have it again. I'm gonna throw something at her.
No, don't overdo it. So I want to thank all the people that donated tonight. Adrian, Blitz777, and Richard Dewey. Thank you for your donations. I want to thank everyone that watched. Sorry for the sound problems. It's not my fault. I use the same setup on every stream. It's the first time this is happening, and I blame Google for it. Those evil... how did you characterize them?
Trusted flaggots.
Yes.
Yes. I saw somebody asking about the kill stream after we end. Okay, I'll tell you what, if y'all are doing that, I'll go over there too, and why don't y'all start requesting me, please, for fuck's sake? Nobody ever requests me. On JF's channel, Nope, nowhere. I've seen you people, like people who are actually in this chat. I'm not going to name your name, okay, because I'm a communist and I don't believe in shaming. But I've seen you people in this chat ask for other YouTubers, and I've never seen anybody ask for me. So let's go to the kill stream and request me like crazy. Please, let's spam this fucking fat guy's YouTube channel requesting me, and I'll be like, oh, I heard somebody was talking about me, just unknowingly, like I just wandered in because I heard my name, and then they'll have no choice but to bring me on, and I'll act like a fool. You guys want to see that? Then go spam my name in Ralph Retort, okay? But don't do it till we leave.
Okay, the kill stream is on Ralph Retort.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you go there and spam. Ask for Dingo. It will be fun. And before you leave a like and check the description. Subscribe to Dingo's channel. Dingo, are you ready with your order? Okay, now.
I just undid all of my Chick-fil-A sauces and threw them at that little white girl's dress.
Well, if she's white, she deserves it.
Oh yeah, it ain't rape if she moan. In the famous words of the famous black vice mayor Wes Bellamy, who is of course the most successful vice mayor of Charlottesville, Virginia ever, who absolutely hates white people, and as he should, and says that it's okay if you rape white women if you're black. Well, I mean, it's just taking what's yours, basically. There was an old slave song they used to sing, Poseidon, and it went a little something like this. On the farm now, picking master's cotton. Yeah. On the farm now, raping master's wife. On the farm now, taking what is mine. Yeah. On the farm now, raping master's wife. Yeah. It's something like that. Raping master's wife and taking what is mine. It's one and the same.
This song actually existed.
I just made it up. No, but they've carried this tradition all the way until 2018. Now, if that's not cultural carryover worth saving, I don't know what is. I mean, all of this free speech talk and suits and ties and being fancy and giving each other hugs. Come on, that's boring white stuff. That's not fun. But Taharush, oh, come on, that's so fun. Who's ever played Taharush and been bored?
I bet most normies don't even know what Taharush is.
Oh, it's really fun. It's whenever you and a bunch of your friends, mostly Muslim, or just anything not white, gather around a small group or one white woman, and you all just try to touch her private parts as many times as possible.
I've seen this game on TV.
Yep. I play for keeps.
Okay. After I end the stream, it will be deleted.
Really?
You think I should leave it up? We touched so many...
We didn't break any rules.
I think we broke about a dozen rules.
Oh, no, we didn't. What rules did we break?
I cannot repeat them.
Oh my God!
But speaking about rape,
black on white. Listen, I'm just repeating what Bellamy said, and Wes Bellamy is a cultural hero.
Really?
Yeah. He was the black vice mayor of Charlottesville. Like all other Marxists, should I say, love Wes Bellamy. Not just me.
Okay. Adrian still doesn't like you. I see in the chat. You
Yeah, well, you know what? Adrian was Rocky's fucking girlfriend. Hope you sleep on that tonight, buddy.
Objective Realist said reporters in Egypt love it. I think he speaks about Taharus.
Mm.
And
Yes, reporters.
Richard Dewey said that he'll be going on the kill stream and demand Ralph to put Dingo on. So
Oh yeah, I guess I could act.
I
I
hope
could
to see you there.
act like a commie. They want me to be my normal communist self on Ralph's stream. Yeah, I'll try. I'll just try to be myself and talk about communism and all that. Yeah. Well, Poseidon, thanks for having me on, man. I'm really sorry about my audio issues as well. And you get some sleep, my friend.
Okay, thank you for coming. And
Anytime, man. Anytime.
it was it is always a pleasure when I talk with you, either it is on the phone or on a stream. I always enjoy it.
The pleasure's all mine, dude.
Thank to everyone who donated, thank to everyone that watched. But unfortunately it's almost 6 o'clock here in the morning in Greece, and I will have to end this here. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, look, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye bye, my friend.
All right, I'll sign off and you go ahead and close it. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you. So remember to check the links in the description